What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike, aka Michael Mitchell, back at it again with another video. And about 1 year ago, yes, a whole year ago from now, basically a whole year ago, I've been making YouTube videos for over a year. But anyway, a whole year ago, I made a video talking about how I had 4 credit cards at the age of 22. I'm 23 now, and now I have 5 credit cards. The 5 credit cards are right here. I have them all sitting right here. And boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 credit cards at the age of 23. Why I'm possibly getting more credit cards still at the age of 23, maybe 24. We'll see when it kind of happens. But I'm basically gonna go over why I have 5 credit cards at the age of 23 and why you don't need to have them, but you kind of should, because they're cool things and they're great benefits to all these credit cards and having all different types of stuff on credit versus having it in cash or just in debit using whatever you use. So we're basically gonna go over these 5 different credit cards real quick in this video, and I'll discuss why I have 5 credit cards period at the age of 23, because a lot of people don't have this many credit cards at such an age. So let's just go over it. Let's get into the video. Let's go. So before we actually get into today's video, I just want to tell you that I'm actually doing a brand new desk setup over here that you can't see right here, as well as my new setup right here that's already kind of done, kind-of-ish done, not 100% full done. So don't pay any mind to that yet, but there will be a video coming soon about everything I'm redoing with my whole desk setup, my whole rim setup. A new PC is coming, so the thing right, this huge white thing behind me, that's coming as well, probably later this month. So a video maybe about that. I'm not sure about the PC setup, but the new data setup general idea thing, that'll be coming pretty soon as well, once everything's done. So I would say by the end of this month, if that's something you're interested in, because I have a lot of cool tech and stuff on my desk that I use, then definitely just let me know down in the comment section below if you want me to do like cool tech reviews or anything like that. As far as products go, lighting, all that kind of stuff, I got you covered. But that's not what we're here for in this video. What we're here for in this video is actually the 5 credit cards I use at the age of 23, because I have 5 credit cards at the age of 23. So let's just get right into that part of the video, because that's what we're here for. So let's do that. So the 5 credit cards I have are the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, the Care credit card, the Uber credit card, the Apple credit card, and the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. I have all 5 of these credit cards. That was actually the exact order of when I got those credit cards, not like by year or anything, but 1 through 5, that's when I got them. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is obviously my latest card, and it'll probably be, so far right now, I'm gonna say it off the front of this video, it's my favorite credit card I've ever had so far, but we'll see if it gets topped in the future. It's possible. Credit cards coming, credit cards go, and we'll talk about that as well when we go over the Uber card. So let's just start with the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card. Why I have this credit card, why I got this credit card, and we'll go with that. Let's go. So with the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, I actually got this as my first credit card. I think this is a great starter credit card for anybody getting into the credit card game, or just anybody that just needs a beginner credit card. The Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card offers 3% back on rotating categories, 2% back on wholesale clubs as well as grocery stores, and 1% back in everything else. This is overall a solid credit card. Definitely, like I said before, definitely a solid credit card for beginners. You can kind of go wherever you want to go with it, do whatever you want to do with it. My purpose right now is actually the 3% back on online shopping. So I'll get 3% back anytime I online shop with this credit card. So that essentially means anything I buy online, 3% back automatically. That's how much I get back. I go buy something for $100, I'm getting $3 back. It's that simple. But as I mentioned multiple times, this is a great beginner credit card. It's pretty easy to get approved for, and I have no problems with it. I've had the Bank of America credit card for about 3 years now, but you only have to be at least 18 years old to apply and obtain your first credit card. Just letting you guys know, if you don't know, you got to be 18 years or older to get a credit card. Unless you're under your parents, then you can kind of finesse the system, but overall 18 years or older to get a credit card. The overall reason why I have all 5 of these credit cards before I go any further is cash back. So with cash back, if you guys don't know, like I mentioned with the Bank of America credit card, you get 3% back, 2% back, and 1% back in certain categories. You can basically do whatever you want to do with that cash back that you're getting from any of these credit cards. I personally use it to pay for some of my bills and obviously just pay for trips or whatever I want to do with the cash back. But credit cards have multiple different benefits that debit cards simply don't offer you, like cashback, like travel benefits, like extended warranties, all those different things that all these credit cards kind of cover in some sense. Credit cards got you covered on that front. A debit card simply doesn't do that for you, and it kind of can't, it probably never will. So credit cards on that front is always good, and keep watching because I'll continually drop slight tips about credit cards throughout this video. But I also have other credit card videos that you should go and watch as well that break all this down, especially my Chase Sapphire credit card video. If you watch that video, trust me, you'll want the card because it's a great card. But we'll get to that later on in this video. So let's get on to my next credit card. So as I said before, I had that Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card for about 3 years. About 2 years after I got that card, so about maybe like a year after, I can't really remember entirely, I got the Care Credit credit card, which is essentially only for like medical expenses. So I don't really talk about this card much because that's literally all it's kind of for. I don't really use that card that much because it's only for medical expenses. I can go out and buy stuff from Walgreens and stuff like prescriptions and stuff if I have to do something like that. I haven't had to in a while, but I got the credit card initially for medical expenses that I could pay for, that I had the money to pay for, but I didn't really want to spend that much money all at once. So I got this credit card and I basically had 0 interest. If you don't know what 0 interest is, you can basically pay for whatever product you need to get with 0 interest, and you can pay for it over time instead of paying for it all at once, and you don't pay any extra money for doing that. So I got 0 interest for about 6 months to pay off the bill I needed to pay off, and I didn't have to worry about paying any extra money. If I just used my cash, then I would just be out of that money. And if I use a different credit card to pay for it, then I would probably have to pay interest on it. And you guys know, if you guys don't know interest, you never want to pay interest on anything. Don't even bother unless you kind of have to. I mean, obviously things you have to, like cars, car loans, house loans, you kind of got to pay interest on. But credit cards is definitely something you never want to pay interest on because they usually come with a really high interest rate. Anything that's really, honestly, most credit cards are over like 10% on interest at least, and you don't want to pay that for anything. Basically, if you're not under 5% on an interest rate, then you kind of want to stay away from it or just pay it down as fast as possible. Like my car loan, for example, my car loan is about 7% interest rate. It's a decent, it's nothing wrong with that, but I could refinance, but it's almost paid for anyway. Either way, you don't want to have a whole bunch of interest that you have to actually pay back to a company because that's just money out of your pocket. That's extra money that they get, and that's money that you don't really have to pay. So less interest or no interest is the way to go. Don't bother with interest if you don't have to. But I got this credit card for that sole reason. I can make big purchases or big medical expense purchases, put it on here, and worry about paying for it over 6 months or over 12 months versus paying for it all at once and losing out on all my money in my account. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but medical expenses are expensive. So, and they're also really generous, I think, with their credit limit increases or just credit limits in general. I think I have about a $6,000 or $7,000 limit on here. I'll never use it, but hopefully, but it's good, solid stuff. And as far as the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, I have about a 6,000 limit on there. It should be more, to be honest, but I really don't use the card as much as I used to. I just kind of started using it again, but then I stopped using it again because I got the Chase card. So Bank of America, we're going back and forth. Regardless, I'm trying to get a higher limit on all these cards because that makes your credit better. That impacts your credit utilization, which is just another tip that I just dropped for you. But let's get on to the third credit card that I got. So back about 1 year ago, I think in August of 2019, I got 2 credit cards, one back to back, or both back to back, I guess you could say. The first credit card was the Uber credit card. And with the Uber credit card, it was actually my food and travel credit card. This was my go-to. This is my bread and butter. This was the credit card to go to. I mean, this was a solid credit card before they changed all the benefits and everything. With the Uber credit card, I believe I used to get 4% back in food. So I mean, if I went to restaurants or if I got DoorDash or whatever, Postmates, anything like that, I would get 4% back in food no matter where. 3% back in travel. So that means Uber rides, obviously that's 3% back. I would get 3% back in Lyft, airplanes, 3% back, all that kind of stuff. 2% back, I think, in online purchases, and then 1% back in everything else. This card was my go-to. I'm telling you, this was my favorite credit card. Period. It was just such, the benefits were just so good. And then this year they kind of just said, yeah, we can't afford to do this, which makes perfect sense. But I mean, I don't think they could afford to do it, but I mean, they were doing it for some months and it was working out for those months. Regardless, now with the Uber credit card, it's still really good benefits. I personally believe you get 5% back in anything Uber related. So that means Uber Eats, that means getting Uber rides, which I thought should have been like a staple before, but it just wasn't. Whereas you get 5% back in anything Uber related, 3% back in food and travel. So all those categories that were still there before, you get 3% back in food and travel, and then 1% back in everything else. That's still a really solid bet for the Uber credit card. But the problem with this card, the overall problem with this card, is that their redemption, or the way that you redeem points with this card, has completely changed. Before, I could go and redeem points for either just cash back, I can go and redeem them from Amazon gift cards, I can go and redeem it for travel, whatever I want to do, or gift cards, you know, any other type of gift card I want to use. I always redeem it for Amazon gift cards, but you can redeem it for other store gift cards like Old Navy. I don't know where you shop. Let me know where you shop down below in the comment section. But you could do that before. You can't do that anymore. Now you can only redeem it for Uber points. So basically, you only can use this card and redeem the points that you get from this card to actually go and spend more money with Uber. So, you know, you take a lot of Uber rides, which I don't really do anymore because of the whole health crisis outside. You use Uber Eats. I don't really use Uber Eats too much. I use DoorDash a lot. I actually love DoorDash with a passion. I use it a lot. So that kind of, we'll get into that further ahead. But yeah, I mean, and then the 1% back is whatever. But regardless, yeah, overall, the card is cool. It's a solid card, but if you don't use Uber like a lot in all their services, then it's really no point in having it in 2020. I personally think I still have it because I don't plan on closing any credit cards. Especially, I don't have to pay any yearly fee with this credit card. That's another thing you need to focus on, is make sure you don't pay any yearly fees with your credit cards unless you know you're using all those yearly fee benefits. Usually yearly fee credit cards actually come with really good benefits, and I do have one, and it is the last one on this list. But yeah, I don't plan on closing any credit cards because that ruins your credit history, or could possibly ruin your credit history depending on how long you had the card open. But overall, the longer the credit history you have, the better. So that's another tip I just dropped for you. So that's kind of it. The next day after applying for this credit card and getting approved for it, I applied for another credit card and got approved for that one. And that used to be my other kind of favorite type of ish credit card. I think I just liked how it looked, to be honest, but let's get into it. That credit card is the Apple Card. So we all know what the Apple Card is. I've made a slew of Apple Card videos, so make sure you go and check out those Apple Card videos. But with the Apple Card, you would essentially get 3% back in all of Apple purchases that you would make, their partners, anything like that. So I think Panera Bread is just one of the new partners for Apple. I think you can get 3% back in Nike, Duane Reade. Can't really remember all the other ones off the top of my head, but I'll definitely have something on the screen for you. You get 2% back when you use Apple Pay. So, you know, you go and pay. Let me just double tap. It's not going to show Apple Pay. It's probably going to show something else. But, well, Apple Pay. But if I have my Apple Card up, I have the Chase card on here right now. But if I had the Apple Card up, you get 3% back or 2% back if you use Apple Pay. So 2% back on Apple Pay, 3% back on anything Apple like related or any of their partners, and then 1% back on anything else, as well as just using the card. So if you use the card physically, you get 1% back. You know, there's better cards for better reasons, and that's why you should always shop around when you're looking for a credit card, because you have to get a credit card that actually fits your needs. So these credit cards that I have may be great benefits to me, but not to you. One of them may be a great benefit to me, but not to you. I don't really know, but let me know down in the comment section, or just hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. Let me know what kind of credit cards you may need, and then we can kind of go from there. I can give you my recommendations on what I think you should get as far as a credit card, how hard it may be to actually get that credit card, aka getting approved for it, because your credit score does have to be at a decent rate to get a good credit card. And I'm pretty sure you can get all these cards for, if you had like a 690, I would say. If you have at least a 690, I'm pretty sure you can grab all these cards that I have. Not a big deal here. My credit score isn't a 690, but I'm just saying, if you want to, I'm pretty sure you grab all these cards. You probably could grab it even lower. I'm not entirely sure. We had to go over that. It's a one-on-one basis when it comes to credit cards, so that's just one thing. But I did apply for the Apple Card. I got that one. This used to be my favorite card. Like I said, I just like it because of how it is. It's like all white, if you guys can see. All white, titanium, the only card. So like, oh, wow. Okay, I'm trying to drop it. I'm just failing it completely. Look at that titanium sound. I love the sound overall, but all white, nothing on the front or the back, so there's nothing on the card at all. All that information is stored on your iPhone, and it's actually really secure. So triple really, dollar mic approved. You can't really go wrong with that. That is my 4th credit card, and I actually got my 5th credit card this year about a month ago, and that is the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. I made a full-blown video on the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, so I don't want to go too in depth really on this credit card, but like I said before, this is my favorite credit card, and this is also the credit card that basically replaced my Uber credit card, because like I said before, I needed a new travel and food credit card. Since the Uber credit card is cool, it still works for travel and food, but like I said before, if you don't use Uber a lot or use their services a lot, it's no point in redeeming those points for Uber. I mean, I'm essentially just wasting money. I'm burning free money. With this, it's all going to me. So I'm telling you, this credit card is a great credit card. This is actually my first credit card with an annual fee. It is $95 every single year, but it is well worth the $95. I've already gotten over $95 in value, I feel like, from the card. If you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of getting the card, and I think I'm at like $3,800 right now, and it hasn't even been a month, or it might just be a month. If you spend $4,000, they give you 60,000 points, which essentially equates to $750. And if you want to use $750 spread across, what, I don't know, 6 years, you can essentially have this card paid for free. It's essentially a free card for 6 years, and then after that 6th year or whatever, then you go and get it. So actually $750 in travel credit, $600 in cash, I mean, bruh, come on, come on. And this thing has a ton of benefits that I'm not gonna go over in this video because it's so many, but I will give you a few just to leave you wanting some more. Like I said before, this is the replacement for my Uber credit card, so obviously you're gonna get 2 times the points back in travel, you're gonna get 2 times the points back in food, you're gonna get extended warranty protection when you buy stuff with this card, you're gonna get baggage claim protection, so all those travel benefits, that's gonna be protected. You're gonna get trip protection, or trip insurance, you're gonna get rental car insurance, and plenty of other things that, like I said before, I mentioned in that Chase Sapphire video. I go over all of them in depth, so definitely make sure you watch that Chase Sapphire video if you want to know about this card. But I'm telling you guys, this is my favorite credit card, and it might stay my favorite credit card for a while unless I upgrade this to the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which is about $400 I think a year. We'll see, but we'll see. I don't know, that's a lot of money to spend in a year, but at the same time, those benefits on that card are worth it as well. I personally think. I just didn't get that one off the jump. I wanted to, you know, kind of work my way up in Chase, and I think this is already kind of pushing it. So I got this. I'm loving it. It's a solid credit card. Nothing wrong with it. But that is it for my 5 different credit cards and why I have all 5 of them at the age of 23. So real quick, I just want to go over basically how I'm spending the money on those credit cards, because obviously I'm not using all of them at once. I can, but right now I'm actually 100% focused on getting to that $4,000 limit on the Chase credit card. So basically, like I said before, you're gonna get 60,000 points when you spend $4,000 or more in the first 3 months. So once I hit 4,000, I'm not really worried about it anymore. This will solely be a food and travel credit card, and occasionally I'll use it for high purchases. Like for instance, I go and buy a MacBook or go and buy a new TV. Like I actually just bought this one right here because I get extended warranty with this credit card. So definitely nice stuff with this credit card. As far as the Apple Card goes, obviously I'll use the Apple Card for the right purchases. So any of those 3% partners, I'm gonna use the Apple Card for, as well as Apple Pay. I might use the 2% back, and we'll probably just be good with that. Nothing crazy there. As far as the Uber card, I'm solely going to use the Uber card for Uber purchases, but I do want to make sure I keep the card open. So every now and then I'll just put a charge on there so they don't close my account, because remember, a credit card company can actually close your account if you're not using the credit card. No matter, and you can't really say anything about it because you're not using the credit card anyway. So they're like, oh well, we don't want you as a customer anymore because you're not using our card, you're not making us any money, so we don't care about you. And they don't. None of these credit card companies actually care about you. So make sure you take that with a grain of salt, or just take it and run with that, because use everything to your benefit, because like I said before, they don't actually care about you. They just want to get money from you. One of the great ways to get money from you is charging you interest. And like I said before, we don't pay interest on any of these credit cards. As long as you pay for your credit card every single month in full, you don't have to bother paying a dime in interest. That's it. It's just that simple. I'm gonna keep it simple for you because that's how simple it is. Some people make it complicated, but there's no reason to do that. Regardless, this thing is solely for Uber for the most part, whenever I actually decide to take Ubers again, and that's kind of it. And Uber Eats as well. So Uber and Uber Eats. Uber trips and Uber Eats. That's it. That's all I'm using that card for. As far as the Care credit card goes, you guys know this is a medical card essentially. So only use it if I have medical expenses that I don't want to charge, or that I want to charge and don't want to pay for immediately. And that's kind of it. Nothing crazy there. Had to cover up the front for you because, you know, this is the only credit card that has the numbers on the front. So all these other credit cards, no numbers on the front. I think every credit card should be like that. I like design, you know. Design, put the numbers on the back, you know. So yeah. And last but not least is the Bank of America credit card. Still my first credit card. Bank of America is cool. It's whatever. I like Ally Bank more. They should make their own credit card. But anyway, Bank of America, only using this for that 3% back in online purchases, and that's about it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit it with a like button. If you have any of these credit cards, make sure you hit the like button. If you dislike the video, make sure you hit the dislike button twice. If you have any questions about any of these credit cards or any credit card in general, or any recommendations I can give you to get your own credit card that might benefit you in your life, then drop a comment down below. Hit me up on my Instagram, hit me up on my Twitter, any of that good stuff. I got you 1% covered. I make these videos all the time, bro. Like, I have so many credit card videos already out. I have a credit card playlist that you probably can check out, and you'll probably learn a lot from there. If you just watch those videos, you might not even have to ask me a question anymore. I'm pretty sure I even talked about it in those videos. I talked about other credit cards that are like the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card that you might like, that you don't have to pay an annual fee for. So, you know, I kind of got you covered. Just watch some of my videos and you'll probably like it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like this video and you want to see more stuff like this. The like button also helps as well, like I said before. And that's kind of it. So like I said before, I'm actually working on a new desk setup and stuff. I hope to have this done by the end of the month, hopefully sooner. I'll definitely be making a video about it. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. Thank you for watching this video. I love you guys. Truly, I love you guys. Like, thank you for getting me to this far. Thank you for getting me monetized, all that kind of stuff. It really matters to me. I really appreciate it. I'm so serious, but thank you so much. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.